New Country 105 the Wolf Pack. You are waking up with the Wolf with Bryan and McKela, and Bryan is being hypnotized currently by the one and only world-renowned hypnotist, Tom Silver. He has over 20 years of experience. He's been on tons and tons of TV shows and radio shows, and he's here in the Wolf Den today. And right now, we're going to do something fun.
And I want you to close your eyes now, Bryan. Okay, so I'm hypnotizing Bryan again. Each time I hypnotize him, I'll go more receptive in the hypnosis. And I'm sure glad to be here. Thanks for having me on the show. On the count of 3, I want you to imagine a magnetic pull as though that palm of that left hand is going to pull in towards your face on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let it come into your face. Slower. Coming closer, closer. When the hand touches your face, then Bryan. As soon as the hand touches your face, it's going to drop on the lap. Your head will drop down to go into hypnosis. Sleep. Going down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. He's out like a light. Every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in his body is loose and limp and relaxed. Now, Bryan, you're going to accept every suggestion that we give you today. It's going to become the truth. Your imagination becomes reality. Now, McKela, you mentioned you wanted me to do a certain demonstration on him. Could you tell me and tell the listeners what do you want me to do?
Now, Bryan does a great impression of Luke Bryan as well as of Keith Urban. So I thought maybe he could have multi-personalities of the two of them, or you know, kind of think he's both of them.
Multi-personalities, that'd be great. You're deeply hypnotized, Bryan. Every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body, loose and limp and relaxed. Loose and limp and relaxed. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. You do have a multi-personality type of disorder, and that is that you are Luke Bryan in every way, but you're also Keith Urban. And the multiple personality will keep coming out every time McKela asks you a question about your what you do, your concerts, your fans, your music or albums. Each time she asks you a question, you're going to switch from being Luke Bryan to Keith Urban, because you have this multiple personality disorder, and you really are both of those artists. You are both of those artists. That's who you are. You are Luke Bryan and Keith Urban. And every time McKela asks you a question, you're going to switch the personality from Luke Bryan to Keith Urban when you answer the question perfectly. On the count of 3, you'll open your eyes. You are Luke Bryan, Keith Urban in every way, and that's who you are. That's your dual personality on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. Okay, we've got with us someone special.
Who do we have here today?
Well, we've got actually 2 different country artists. Why don't you introduce the listeners to them?
Well, here we have Luke Bryan and Keith Urban, everybody.
Hey, y'all, how you doing?
Oh, my goodness.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Luke. Hey, what do you think of your last album?
Well, my last album was a little different than some of the previous ones.
That's Keith Urban.
I tried to be a little more on the pop side this time. I still try to stay true to my roots, because it's been, you know, I've been in country since the old days in Australia. My band, The Ranch, was great. They were great. Some of the boys still play with me, and I like to stay true to those roots, but you've got to stay current with the times, you know.
Okay, so now what's your latest project that you're working on right now?
Well, I've been on tour for most of the summer now. And it's been really hard to find time to get home and spend with the kids. So that's going to be my next project, is taking like 3 weeks off and going home and spending it with my wife and my kids and just enjoying life for a change.
So what's your favorite activity you like to do with them?
Well, I like to go, actually we like to do things like fishing. I'm not a hunter.
No, you're not a hunter.
No, I'm not a hunter, but I do like to fish. I do like to fish, and I just like to enjoy ocean beaches.
Okay. Now, what about your fans? How much tell us about your fans?
I love the fans. They are the most fantastic group of people
And when I
you
touch
could
him
ever
on the shoulder,
imagine.
as he keeps talking, he'll be stuttering. He's got a stuttering problem.
Fans are, I can't tell you how wonderful that fans are, because I get to go visit them, and I was to spring break. I've given up doing spring break.
Wow. Now tell us about the tour bus life. Do you like living on a bus?
You know, I try not to spend as much time on the tour bus anymore as I have.
And as he's talking, his tongue's slipping out of his mouth.
So I've got like a lot of different things.
Slipping out more.
It's like kind of.
His tongue is falling out
You
of
can
his
speak
mouth.
perfect now.
As I said, I don't know what tripped me up there, but I do enjoy, you know, spending time with fans. And
Drop your head down. Sleep.
Wow.
On the count of 3. Do we have a second?
Yeah. yeah, one more
On
second.
the count of 3, you're a mind reader. You're going to read McKela's mind. You're from India. You're Omar from India. 1, 2, 3, eyes open.
This is
Omar,
fun.
tell everybody where you're from.
I am from Calcutta.
And I want
okay.
you to read McKela's mind. Tell us what
She is thinking right now, why am I running this thing that I have in, what are these things in front of me? I don't do this very often. She's thinking
I am at the
that
control
something
board.
is out of control in the control room.
When I
She
touch him,
said.
he'll wake out of hypnosis. Wake up! So I'm going to try to hypnotize you a little bit today. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. It's okay?
Mhm.
Okay, good. I hope you'll be receptive. We're showing creativity and imagination, but I do love helping people. If anyone's interested in hypnosis, websites tomsilver.com,
Okay.
or they can call me locally at 541-773-1699. I'll give everyone a special price if people want to come in and change their lives. This is imagination, but if you can do this, you can also do some great things. What do you think, McKela?
This is amazing. This is
Isn't it
amazing.
wild?
Yes, it is wild. It is incredible. And we'll put all the information on our Facebook page
Okay,
too,
great,
so that
thanks.
people can get this. Tom Silver is world renowned, and he is just moved to the area just recently.
I love
so
Medford, Oregon.
it's great. So we'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Okay, and I can try to
105
hypnotize you,
on the
right?
wolf.
Right. Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
So, we're
What do we
gonna,
want to do with the show? Do we want to just kind of let it develop organically this morning and throw out our benchmarks? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.